Welcome. I'm Rachel Rendell, healer and psychic medium, and I'm here today to talk to you about crystals, how you can bring them into your life, how to work with them, how to program them, how to cleanse them, how to charge them, and really how they work. I know that I started working with crystals back in 1999. My mother and my sister bought me a piece of rose quartz that they both felt drawn to at the same time, and I like to think that actually it was part and parcel of waking me up, because I remember when they put it in my hands, this beautiful piece of rose quartz, that I looked down at it and I could feel an unconditional love in the way that I could love my children. That feeling of just looking at this stone and the love that I could feel, and I can remember thinking, oh, I can't tell anybody I'm feeling like I love them, love this stone like I love my children. So yeah, that piece is still next to my bed and still works with me and still envelops me with love. And I think rose quartz is a lovely stone to start with. If you've not got any crystals, rose quartz is just a beautiful stone to help us wake up to loving ourselves. Self-love really is the key to everything. Going within and healing and loving ourselves, I feel, is the key to everything. So choosing crystals, it's purely intuitive, okay? So when people come and because I sell crystals as well, I have them on my website, but I sell them here. So when people come and say, like, what crystal is the right crystal for me, what do you think? I'll say to them, well, just look at them and see which one draws you in. Sometimes you can just know that, whoa, it's over here, I need to go over there, and you can just follow that feeling, that energy that you feel is drawing you in. You might look at a lot of stones and say there's sort of like a whole basket full of the crystals there. You might see that there's one in particular that looks bigger, that's really drawing your attention, that you feel drawn to it. Try not to do it with thinking about it too much, because if you think, you're engaging your brain. So it's just go intuitively which one draws you in, which one you feel is right for you. And when I get a new crystal come to me, I always welcome it. Every time I welcome it, I ask what sort of journey it's been on to get to me, because the tumble stones, I know that they're called tumble stones because they've been in a big cement mixer with grit, and they've gone round and around and around to clean all of the dirt and the parts of rock that have been clung to them from where they've been mined. So I know that when crystals come to us, they've been on a journey. So I always welcome them. I always thank them for coming to me. And then it's to cleanse them. Okay, so cleansing crystals, there's lots of different types of crystal, and the softer ones like the selenites, the delicate ones like the kyanites, you can't really cleanse crystals all in the same way, because there's certain ones like the selenite, if you were to keep putting it underwater or putting it in water, eventually they will dissolve. So it's really being mindful of how to cleanse which different types of crystal. And if you're not sure, you can always look up what types of crystal need cleansing which way. I always use sound. Nearly always I use sound to cleanse my crystals. So I put them either in a my big Tibetan bowl, or I've got my quartz bowl, singing bowl behind me there, or I use tincture bells, so it's using the vibration of sound. So I just tap the bell, and then I hold that over the crystal. The purpose of cleansing, what you're doing when you're cleansing a crystal, is really you are releasing it from any energies that crystal has stored and picked up. Because when you bring a crystal into your energy field, into your area, it is bringing in the vibration that you need in that area. So everything resonates. We resonate. We are all certain vibrations, and when we bring a stone into our auric field, or we begin working with it, placing it in an area, it is changing the frequency. And that is the way that it heals. So it is, if there are negative energies that are around, it will absorb the negative energies for the area to be cleansed and to be at the right vibration. So cleansing means that we are emptying it out from all those negative emotions, negative energies. I like, when I'm cleansing, I always do ask for the energy to be transmuted. So I'm cleansing it, but I'm asking for that energy to be changed, and to be changed as it is leaving the crystal. Because let's face it, there's enough negativity out there without sort of putting more. So I do always ask for it to be transmuted, for it to go back to positive energies. So really that's cleansing. You can run it under a tap. Like I say, I do it always with sound energy, because I know that it's bringing it back to the frequency that it needs to be at. Or you can light incense and hold the crystal over the smoke, or you can smudge with a sage smudge. If I've got something that I can feel it's being quite stubborn and the energy's kind of not sort of dissipating, then I would use a sage smudge. Like I say, under the tap. I have actually put them in the sunshine, so I do feel that the sunshine cleanses as well as it charges. So going on to charging them, that's different from cleansing them. The cleansing is changing, transmuting, emptying out the negative energy. Charging is, for want of a better word, enhancing. Okay, so you're enhancing the power of the crystal. You've probably heard of people saying about putting it out on a full moon, because when it's full moon energy, I do it also in new moon as well. So it's putting them out when you've got a new moon or a full moon. The full moon absolutely charges them, because the crystals will absorb all that beautiful charged energy of the moon. So it is accentuating the power of the crystal. And like I say, I put them in the sunlight as well. And when I go to work with them again, it's like, wow, I can feel that they're charged with the power and the energy of the sun. The thing you do need to be mindful of is that if you were to leave crystals in a sunny windowsill all of the time, they will fade. I've had crystals talk to me where just intuitively, just a feeling and knowing that I just know that, oh wow, they need to go out on the grass. So sometimes I will just go and put them out on the grass, or I'll go and put them out into the soil, just for them to be able to regenerate. So it's really working with your crystals intuitively. Okay, so it's going with that feeling. This is why I say, choosing a crystal, it's better that you choose it, because you can feel really what you feel drawn to. That's not to say that somebody else can't choose a crystal for you, because very often when people are choosing crystals, when they're purchasing from me, I know which one they need to have, and I wait, and invariably they'll choose the one that I'm okay, that's the one that I thought that they needed. So it doesn't mean that if your head's getting in the way and you think, oh, I don't know which one to have, if somebody else is suggesting the stone for you, then like I say, then it's okay to have a stone that somebody else has chosen for you, and that crystals make beautiful gifts. And some of the lovely crystals that I have of what have been given to me as gifts, because the crystal would have chosen that person, knowing that that stone is going to the person who it's being gifted to. So I believe that in each crystal there are little entities, little elementals that live within those stones, because I think the energy of a stone can change sometimes. If I've had a particular citrine and I've put it in with a lot of other citrine, sometimes when I go back to it I think, okay, I feel like there's other little elementals on board. So that's just me personally. I believe that there are little elementals that skip and jump from one stone to the next. A stone's energy can change as you work with it as well. A citrine, so there's this piece of citrine. It's very battered, because this piece of citrine has been with me for over 20 years, and I always feel like it's got a lot of feminine energy. And this is a stone that I have programmed. Okay, so you can program crystals, and that really is putting your intention onto the crystal, into the crystal. Thank it for coming into your life, and then with your intention, it is this is different from activating. Okay, so when you program a crystal, you thank it for coming to you, and then you say why you've got it, why you feel that it's come to you. So this particular one, every day I work with it and I thank it for coming to me to bring an abundance of love, laughter, joy, peace, happiness and money into my life. And I've thanked it for over 20 years, and it sits in my bra every day. I get dressed and in goes my citrine, hence why it's all battered, because I've forgotten a few times and he's fallen out. So I've found over the years that the colour will change with my mood, because it's working in a way of where its structure is changing. And actually citrine is one of those stones that I believe is self-cleansing. Now this is a little bit of an area that's, I don't know whether I want to say a grey area, but it's a bit of an area that not everybody can agree on as to which stones are self-cleansing. I believe citrine to be self-cleansing. Does that mean I never cleanse this stone? No, it doesn't. Occasionally I think, wow, I can feel like she's been working really hard, and I'll give her a little cleanse. So even though I believe citrine to be self-cleansing, there are times that I intuitively feel, wow, that feels a bit full. I'll just give it a little cleanse, or charging it. So self-cleansing crystals I believe to be citrine and kyanite. Lots of people say to me, oh, selenite's self-cleansing. Personally, I don't believe that it is. I do believe that it can charge other crystals. So you can get selenite charging plates. So it's just a slab of selenite. And when crystals come to me, or if I've picked them out and I'm going to work with them, then I'll put them on my selenite slab to charge, to accentuate the energy. So charging them like we do in the sun or the moon. But I regularly cleanse the slab of selenite, because I just, for me, I don't feel that selenite is self-cleansing, but I know lots of people believe it is. And that's why I'm saying to you, you need to go with intuitively work with them. What feels right for you is right for you. Okay, that I can't stress that enough, that we are, when we're working with crystals, we are using our intuition. So activating a crystal, like I said, it's different from programming a crystal. So when you program a crystal, you are asking it, thanking it for coming to you and asking it to work with you in a certain way. So like I said, this one brings me an abundance of love, laughter, etc., etc. Sometimes I might have my selenite shungite bracelet. That one, when it's come to me, I've thanked it, and I have specifically said what I want to work with it. Same with my Larimer. So this piece that I'm wearing at the moment, I've programmed that one to absolutely make me feel joyous when I'm wearing it, and I thank it for reminding me to give myself permission to be joyous, to be happy, that it's okay. You're allowed to be happy when others around you aren't, because when they feel our happiness, it raises their vibration. Okay, so that's programming. Activating, I believe, I mean, it depends really where where the stone has come from, whether it's been working for somebody else or whether it's come out of the ground and then it's coming to you. And obviously none of us really know what journey it's been on when it comes to us. So activating it, I believe, it's giving it a cleanse, and it's blessing it. It is thanking it for coming and asking that anybody that comes into contact, anybody that is working with this stone, that it does so with the highest and the best intention. Okay, so activating is really telling it that, wow, it's great, you're a working stone, you've come. Programming is when it's something specific you want it to work on. So my programmed crystals, I don't work with them with anything else. Back on my healing altar there, you can see I've got a lapis lazuli and then the green opal, and they're specifically there for different purposes. So the opal is there to help release anyone that's stuck within trauma. So that's sitting there, and it is programmed. Now, if one day I wanted to give that stone away, then again, other people that work with crystals might not agree with me, but I do believe that we can deprogram. So because everything that we're doing, it's with intention. Okay, so if I was going to give that crystal away to somebody and knew that it was going on to someone else, I would sit with it, meditate. I would say thank you for all the work that you've done with me, and now I'd like to deprogram. It's to let that go because I feel like you're going on to somebody else. So I would cleanse and let it go. So I truly believe that its intention is powerful. Crystals, as a rule of thumb, there are certain stones that will do the same thing for everybody. So like the protective stones, like the shungites, the smoky quartz, the clear quartz, the amethyst, they are really very protective, and they will do that for everybody. The grounding stones, they will ground everybody. The kyanites, the labradorites, the black tourmalines, the hematites. They are a naturally grounding stone, but there will be stones that will have, like I say, the little elementals that are different. So you'll pick up one black tourmaline, for instance, and then pick up another, and they won't feel the same because their energy's slightly different because of the elementals that are living within them. But as a rule of thumb, you can learn about crystals to know that the grounding stones would be grounding for everybody. The rose quartz would really be working with love for everybody. There's different colours of the crystals. I believe 8 times out of 10, 7 times out of 10. Oh gosh, I've set off the fireworks. I don't know how I do that, but sometimes it does it. It's just to do with the new video. 8 times, probably 7 times out of 10, you will be using the crystal within a chakra because the colour of the crystal relates to the chakra colour. Those of you that don't know the chakras, they are energy centers, so vortexes of energy that are in a line down the center of our body. There's 8 main chakras, although we have more than that. So we've got the root chakra, which is just below our feet, and then we move up to the base, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, throat, third eye, and crown. And they are the Earth Star chakra is black, and then starting at your base, they are the nursery rhyme, the Richard of York gave battle in vain, or the colours of the rainbow, and that's the way to remember them. So using a crystal to place on the chakra, which is to do with the colour of your chakra, is a good, like 7 out of 10 times I would place the colour of the crystal to the colour of the chakra. But like I say, sometimes I might think, why am I putting an amethyst down at their feet? But intuitively, if I'm feeling to place an amethyst at the feet rather than at the crown where we've got the violet, then intuitively I would work in that way. Crystals are great for placing around the house. So selenite, that really will raise the energy and the vibration in the home. A good piece of shungite. This is a shungite pyramid. I sell lots of these to people who don't sleep so well. But shungite pyramid next to the bed, brilliant at helping you sleep. But it is very, very protective. It absorbs all the EMFs, so it's great really for free radicals. EMFs, it changes the structure. So will a amethyst cluster. So I've got a big piece of amethyst cluster next to my Wi-Fi and next to the router, and I've got a big piece underneath the telly, which get cleansed regularly, but they change the structure of the energy as it's sort of darting about the house, I suppose. So it's placing crystals around the house. That's a lovely way to use them. I've got citrine in my wealth corner on feng shui, which is as you come in your front door or your main door. It's not always your front door because not everybody uses their front door as their main door. So the main entrance that you use in, I think the wealth corner is the bottom left hand corner of the home when the door is behind you. So I've got citrine in my wealth corner because it brings an abundance of things. I've got citrine in my little tumblestones of citrine in my purse because it brings an abundance of things. Carnelian's a great protective stone, and that also invites an abundance of things. So I've got carnelian just inside my front door because that's just inviting in the good energies. So really it's working in a way that you feel drawn to, intuitively working with them, remembering to thank them for coming to you. Okay, so enjoy the journey, enjoy wearing them, enjoy working with them, enjoy placing them around, enjoy buying them as gifts. So as ever, if you've got any questions or you want to know anything more, then do get in touch, but enjoy your crystal journey. Love and light.